What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. Welcome to the auditorium. If you are new, I've been a musician for 17 years via the guitar, doing VGM songs and my own originals and blah blah blah. But now I do VGM reactions, and I'm discovering a lot of music that I would never heard otherwise. And this is going to be a Patreon request from the good two, Payday 2, Break the Rules. Now, there's some things to be said before I start this one. For one, I never played it. Actually, no, I lied. I'm so used to saying that. What makes this interesting is I have played this. I was in QA in about 2013, and it was like a third-party company, and I remember we had Payday 2 there. I think it was 2013, 2014, whatever. And Payday 2 was on there, and I remember someone called in sick, and I had to fill in their spot for like 2 days. So I played this for 2 days, roughly, which is about, 16 hours, but just working on it. So I definitely absolutely did not hear any of the OST, I can promise you that, because what I had to do in QA is I had to break it. So I wasn't really paying attention to music or anything. We didn't have headphones. Anyways, so I am somewhat familiar with the game, but I'm seeing over here that it's to break the rules with intro, and it's a Scarface mansion heist. I don't know anything about that. So I don't know if this game takes inspiration from movies. I'm guessing, since that is a very telling scene from the movie. Scarface is one of my favorite movies. So I really have no idea what to expect here. All I can tell you is that I played this game for about a day and a half. I have no idea what the OST sounds like. So, long intro, but here we go. This is Break the Rules. Payday 2. Pretty popular game. Oh, snap. That's the theme from Scarface. Oh, okay, never mind. I am so intrigued right now. This is the theme to Scarface, kind of. It's remixed a little bit. The original composer is Giorgio Moroder. One of my favorites. Ooh, those 80s drums? Hold on, what is this? Who composed this? This caught my attention right off the bat. Yeah, that chord is different. Well, I know what I'm gonna recommend later. Oh, so many memories are coming back to Scarface. I love that movie so much. The only thing that gives orders in this world are balls. Oh, this is the intro, right? Oh, okay, yeah. Whew. What is in store for me? I love it. It's Tony's mansion. It's got the Miami palm trees in the back. I love this image. Magazine fully loaded. Okay. We're still taking inspiration from the theme. Just the chords though, not the guitar. The guitar's new. Oh, those 80s drums are phenomenal, and I hope they keep coming back. Yo, what? Is it still an intro? Oh, the guitar sounds so good. So clean and clear. So 80s. Ooh. This is a fun ride. Kind of reminds me of Top Gun too, for some reason. Right when I said that, we have Top Gun vocals. Oh my god, who is the singer? Is this singer's name Paul? This is freaking incredible. This sounds so familiar. Oh my god, it has all the 80s cliches. I can imagine like the high five at the end in slow motion, and then it stops, and then the credits roll. Pull out the spandex, everybody. I think I've heard this before. I'll explain later. This is still freaking sick though. Goosebumps. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is crazy. Ooh. There is a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack here. Well, I don't know who that composer is, but I need to know who that singer is because I'm going to recommend two songs, and they're extremely fitting. They're the two main songs from Scarface. The main theme from Giorgio Moroder, which is what that intro was, which I think is called Tony's theme. And then I think the only other song you hear is Push It to the Limit by Paul Engelman, who sounds just like that singer. So, did they get him for this? Either way, that was one of the cooler songs I've heard. But halfway through, not halfway through, maybe like 3/4 of the way through, I started to recognize it a little bit. And I just remembered from where. About a couple months ago, something like that, maybe half a year ago, I remember I just posted on Twitter. I was like, hey, send me a request for me to learn on guitar, and it'll be about like 10 to 20 seconds, and I'll just do it just for fun. And I remember specifically my friend Juno, who requested Aegis Rim 13 Sentinels, I think it's called. They asked me to do this song, and I recognized that solo. So I have heard 20 seconds of that song before, which is that one part, that chorus into that solo part. If I can find it by the end of the video, I'll throw it on here. But either way, I haven't heard the whole song before, and that was a masterpiece. For Scarface fans, for 80s fans, it had the little, you know, electronic drums. We had the big synthesizers, the cheesy chorus filled guitar solos, the breaks where it's just like vocal breaks and then all the instruments drop out. Man, Payday 2. I should have paid more attention to it, because I wasn't on this project. Like I said, I filled in for someone. I was working on Ace Combat. I forgot which one it was called. It was the free-to-play one. So I should have been playing this. But I'm gonna take a wild guess that this is just the theme for this going on. It's very Scarface based, and I don't remember that game being Scarface based, so it might just be like a certain chapter or something like that. I'm very confused now. There's a lot of questions and there's a lot to unpack here. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. The music was really top notch. It was produced amazingly. Every drum, every instrument was crystal clear. It definitely had a setting to it. And I'll tell you what, it's hard to actually produce in a certain decade's style. You can do it. You can use their instruments. You can even use like their recording stuff almost down to the T. But it's different because it's a different time, and it's, you know, it's like you're emulating it, and it just doesn't really capture that same magic. But this was pretty damn close, you know. If you put this in a movie from the 80s, I don't think anyone would be able to really tell, besides like the crisper signal, that it was made in the future. So big shout out to the composer for this. I'm still curious about that singer. And man, that was just a lot to unpack. But 1 second, I need to find something. Boom, I found it. I haven't seen or heard this since May 24th, 2021. I don't remember how bad or how good it is, but yes, I did cover 25 seconds of it. Let's see how it is, 'cause I really don't remember. Memories. I knew I recognized it. And I remember specifically that, you know, that week I learned like 20 songs from people, and it was only like little segments just like that. But I do remember that like losing time thing. So I'm telling you, it has staying power. If I recalled it, you know, almost a year later. And then the fact that I worked on it, like, this is kind of like a weird bunch of correlations. I don't know. Either way, Payday 2. Really cool. I'm really glad I found this song again, because now I know about it for sure. If you would like to get your request in, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Neither are necessary. They just guarantee that I will check out your song eventually. If you don't mind waiting, just make sure that it is a request for a VGM. That's all I ask. Now, I just want to hear more of your guys' Payday 2 stories because I'm like very intrigued now in the world. Do they take scenes from other movies? I am intrigued. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, this was a fun one. This was the Auditorium. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.